Hello, everyone. Hi, let's wait for a few more people to join in and then we'll start. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I can start by giving a little bit of introduction of myself. Okay, so welcome everyone to this session. I'm Rini. I am the admin of this community, Indians in Europe discussing money matters. This is a wonderful community where all the Indian expats living across Europe and the UK come together and discuss everything they want to discuss about managing their personal finances, if they have any questions about expat life, and anything at all they want to discuss, they can all discuss here in this community. And today I'm here basically because get a lot of requests from people within the community with questions about moving and settling into a new country, the various challenges they have to face or deal with when they move here, the adjustments with the language problems, and so much more. So, this sparked an idea of having sessions with our guests to discuss these matters and learn from each other. And so, if you're here and watching this session, let us know in the comments below which country you're currently based in. And if you're in Germany, we'd love to know which city you're currently based in. And do comment yes, like in big letters, yes. If you're excited about the idea of this session, and we'll bring more of such sessions to you in future. So I'm looking forward to seeing some comments. Where are you all based here currently? Yes. We have like 8 viewers right now. Let's wait for some more and we'll exactly start again. Started at 7 by welcoming our guests. Oh, nice. We have one of the Facebook user letting us know, based in Netherlands, planning to move to Munich soon. Great. I hope we can give you some valuable information today. Just one more minute and then we'll welcome our guests and begin this session. Great. Just one more minute. Almost there. We have another Facebook user from Portugal. After EU passport, plan to move to Germany. That's great. Germany is a great country. I have a lot of friends there as well. Okay, it's 7 already. Okay, so let's start by welcoming our wonderful, vibrant couple from Germany. We have Surabhi and Deepak today joining us. They are expats from India living here in Germany since the last 2 years. Both of them working with MNCs in Germany, and as a part of their hobby, they also share plenty of information regularly about life in Germany, how to find a job in Germany, pursuing education, and much more about settling. Basically, if you want to settle in Germany and move from India to Germany, everything you want to know, you'll find that on their YouTube and Instagram channels. And they also enjoy traveling a lot across Europe. And yes, let's have the wonderful, vibrant couple joining us today. Hi,
Hello
Surbi.
everyone.
Hi, Deepak.
Hello Rini.
How are
Nice
you
to talk to
guys?
you.
Hello, Rini.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So good to see both of you here today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for inviting us for this wonderful chat.
Yes, it's so good to have you guys here. And how are you guys doing today? Enjoying the weather? It was really cold here recently.
Here also it was fine. I think last week it was fine. We had some plan to travel, but suddenly it
Uh-huh.
was snowing last 2 days. And today, hopefully, there was sun out, but still no chance to go out.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this weekend is really nice. So yeah, we are looking forward for the weekends, and I think next 2 weeks are really good weather, sunny and nice weather.
Yeah, I think it's the same here in the Netherlands as well. So, very excited to have you guys. Let's start our chat about life in Germany. And so, I'll start with the question about your journey as an expat. Please tell us like about your journey to as you moved to Germany. Like, how did it happen for you? Which part of Germany do you actually live in right now? And yeah, like everything you want to share.
Okay, so I think Deepak, you should start because this journey started from you, so you can
Okay,
share.
okay. So basically, really, as I was working as an engineer back in India in Bangalore, and
Yeah.
we were doing the fine job there. So we had like other engineers also. We had the plans to move outside the country, and we were planning for like US or UK, the English speaking countries. But this
Uh-huh.
came all of a sudden. I got this opportunity. I was applying for the jobs. I got this opportunity, gave the interview, and got this job. And after getting the job, we got this offer letter, and then we started discussing. I mean, are we really want to go out, or what's what we should do actually? Because we were doing fine. We were working. We had a decent job there. To leave the jobs. This is the question comes to many people ask this question to us when husband and wife both are working in India. They are earning fine. So is it worth to go leave the job, to leave everything and go to the country and again start? At least one of us has to start, from the
Agree.
basics.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we took this opportunity. We had this wonderful chance to live in Europe, and I think this was the one thing which changed our mind completely. And we said, okay, just go and just experience the Europe because we both like to travel, and nothing can be better than Europe. Living here, exploring it. So this is how we got this opportunity, and we started. Initially I moved here, I came here, and after I think 4 or 5 months, then she came, and then from last
Yeah.
2.5 years we have been here. So this has been a wonderful journey for us.
Yeah, and
That's great.
I think we have taken some calculative risk,
Yes,
and then we
definitely.
came here, and it was not initially we had so many struggles, but now yeah, life
Yes.
is easy, and we will share with you all how it is and what all our experiences are. Yeah.
Great. Great. So basically, when you were planning to move here, you might have had some apprehensions in your mind about, hey, Germany would be like this, moving there would be so much struggle, this and that. How do you think it turned out different for you? Like what was expected and what was different?
Okay, I think this is really interesting for me also because I had this experience of working in Japan for around 1 year.
Yeah,
And Japan is similar country like I thought because no one speaks English there also. So this was a big fear in my mind. Okay, moving to the country where we don't know the language. So that was the big problem. I had a big concern. What we'll do, how we'll start, if we are going to live there for the long term, how we'll manage. That was the fear, and because of the language barrier, it becomes difficult to mingle with the society also.
that's
So
true.
that was definitely one of the biggest fear in our mind. But definitely after coming here, that was the problem. It happened initially. Of course, language problem was there. Especially it happens if we are living in some smaller towns of the Germany. In the
Yeah.
bigger towns, people speak English, but in the smaller towns, there are areas where people don't speak English, or they are
Mm-hmm.
hesitate. They would say, okay, I know English, but I don't want to speak. So that was a challenge initially to go to all the offices, and you have to register yourself everywhere, go to the bank, anywhere you go. The language barrier was there initially, definitely. So it was a challenge. But when we started learning the language, and it became fun, and now it's definitely the factor which we enjoy most.
Uh-huh.
So
And the
you both are
other,
fluent.
Not fluent, but yeah, definitely now we can manage.
at least
That's
we
great.
understand the language, but yeah. we have given like 2 years for learning
Yes.
language, and it's German language is really a difficult language, and yeah.
And I think you can understand it better. Dutch and Deutsch are
Yeah,
similar.
Yeah, similar.
Yes.
but
Yes.
for me, the like lifestyle expectations versus reality, I can just share the one point that here everything we have to do by ourselves. Like if we need to cook, like doing ourselves. If we need to like buy something, then again we will do. So no one is here for helping us. But in India, it was really different, and I was never thought of such things before coming here. Okay, I have to do everything by myself, and yeah, that was a real lifestyle changes for me.
Yeah, service, especially all the service sector is so costly here.
Mhm.
That's true.
Plumbing, lighting, electrician work, whatever you have to do on your own. So that's the
Yeah.
different thing which we have learned, and now
Mm,
we enjoy it
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a big change. Like in India, you have help
Mhm.
for everything,
Oh,
and everything
definitely.
is so easy, cheap,
Mm,
manageable. Here, it's like you have to do it on your own, plan it by
Right,
yourself,
mm.
and everything moves on.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. So if I ask you about like the major challenges that you had once when you arrived here, both as a couple and individually, like when you moved to Germany as a newcomer, what are the big points you would like to list here?
Okay, I think the first thing was the to get habitual of the system. The
Yeah.
system is here in Germany works totally different compared to India.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time, but
Yeah.
it's a 100% proof. It will take time, but the work will be done properly. That's the one
Yeah.
thing. When I came here, I had to register myself to different offices, the local
Uh-huh.
government offices, and then I had to go for the bank account, finding out the information. And to open the bank account was a big challenge for me because first the language barrier, second I didn't know what are the documentation required. Third, it's totally different from here compared to India. We have to, go to the bank, provide all our information, and then we have to additionally pay monthly for keeping any bank account or, for example, any debit card. And the biggest challenge which I faced when I came here, I received the Giro card, which works here in Germany, which we
Mhm.
generally receive in the banks in Germany, and it's not the Visa card or the Mastercard. So if I have to shop anything online, nothing. It doesn't work. So
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Oh man, in which era have I come? What have I done? I'm not able to shop it online. Which kind of card they have given to me? I'm not able to use it online. Plus, I'm paying monthly some extra fees also for this. So that was the biggest challenge. And here, Rene, I would really want to bring it to your notice that at that point of time, I did a lot of research because being an Indian, we have so many things financially back in India. So
Yes.
especially Indians, we regularly send money to India to our family for gifts or some other kind of the financial investment. So it was really important for me to find out the best platform where
Yeah.
I can send the money and I can save the money, right? Because there are so many platforms at the moment, you don't know which one is the correct. I did a
That's
lot of
correct.
research, and fortunately I got through this Rewire platform, and it helped me in the two way. First thing, I was able to transfer the money back to India at a very affordable prices, and second thing, I was able to use their Visa card,
Mastercard, yeah.
which helped me a lot, to do the online shopping, and I can use it anywhere. So that was
Yeah.
some of the major challenges which we faced here, apart from the language.
Uh, Even for this point, I will tell you, I shared some in my videos also some of the points about when I was not working, and then I have to open my bank account. Then it's really helped me. Rewire really helped me, where I got my IBAN number here, which is free, and then Mastercard, and then the transfer is also getting so many offers, and yeah, so it helped me a
Yeah, of
lot.
course.
And yeah, again, one challenge I faced when I used Deepak card in one of the mall, and they
Uh,
said you cannot use this card, and it was really difficult time for me because in India it's you can like use your husband card, but here you
Yes.
cannot. You should have your own card, And yeah, there again, and then at that point of time I was not working, and I thought, is it worth to spend some money just for opening and bank account and having a Mastercard or the Visa card? And then yeah, the Rewire helped me a lot. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
biggest challenges.
This
Yeah.
was very interesting story for us. I gave her my card, and I also didn't know this, and she went for the shopping, and after that she's calling me. You have to come to here. I have all the bags with me, and they are not accepting the card. I said, well, what is this? Why they are not accepting the card? They said it's not
Yeah.
your card. Your ID doesn't match it. So I
Mhm.
said, oh man,
Yeah.
this is totally different. Now we need the card for her.
Oh.
So this is these are the few basic things which is different from our country, but really important at the end of the day.
And you want to share this hospital incident because the German language was, yeah.
That was also one of the I would just quickly share it. I would not like to waste much time. I
No, no, take your
usually
time.
we were here, and one day I just got sick. I was getting vomiting. I was having a lot of headache, and suddenly we went to the hospital, and they asked me to admit, and she was there, and I think it was second or third week for her in Germany, and I was already
Okay.
inside the room, and now
Yeah.
she's standing there. What to do? With whom to talk? And no one is talking in English. Absolutely,
Yeah.
because it was an emergency in the night time, and she was just simply standing, using the translator.
And I'm just giving some of the, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was really difficult time for me because he was sick, and then I have to manage everything. And no one knows the English, and they know only the German language. And yeah, that was the biggest challenge, I
Yeah,
would
so
say.
these are
Yeah,
the
the
some
initial.
challenges which I feel every expat who come from India, who are living in Europe, and especially in the smaller parts of the Europe, some small
Yeah.
towns, they definitely experience this.
True. So when you moved here, did you already have friends or know anybody at all here in Germany, or
Oh,
was it like learning from the scratch
No.
everything?
you got us right, because that's the one of the major point which we miss here. When we shift to the country, we leave our family behind, we leave our friends behind. Our the social circle is not here. We come to the completely new country. We
Yeah.
don't know people here. In office also, it takes time to mingle with the people, right? And especially about the Germany, people take a lot of time to mingle here. So it was difficult initially, of course. You feel a lot of alone here, what to do. Then again, thanks to the Indian community, I found some Facebook pages about the Indians, try to talk with them, try to go for the games. We play the cricket, and cricket, wherever Indians are there, cricket is there. So this is
Yeah.
how we started talking to the Indian community. But yeah, of course, this was a factor definitely missing. Without friends, without family,
Mhm.
that was the one big problem for us.
Yeah.
Okay. And how was your language learning thing? Like, did you decide to do it as soon as you arrived here, or was it a decision that you decided like slowly after realizing that hey, everyone speaks German, we need it?
So I will share my experience here. So because I left my job in India and I came here, then first thing for my industry, like I am from the fashion industry. First thing is the language, because in this industry, people needs to talk so much with the locals, the logistic people, supply chain people, and all.
Yeah.
So I realized in like first couple of months that it's really important for me as a spouse coming here and just wanted to do job in Germany. And then I have look out some of the courses, and then yeah, I started. But for Deepak, it was not important. But then he also started with me because he also thought that it's really important here. It's not you can just skip. It's really important for like professional life, for a growth in the professional career, and also if you want to start a new career in Germany, because
Yeah, I think for me
Mhm.
also, for me in my office, the language was not required. But I believe if we are living in a country where the language is spoken, we don't know it, we want to live here for the longer time, and we want to make our life easy, it's better to learn it. So what I did initially, I think 1.5 year, I could not find any course also here, because that's also very difficult to find the courses here, because this is a smaller town where we were living, and there were no evening courses. So it was
Mm-hmm.
really difficult for me also. So after 1.5 year, I think almost after 2 years, I could find a course that took online,
Mhm.
and then I did some online courses. This is how I started. But she did a completed dedicated German course here.
Yeah. Still, I'm
That's
not
nice.
very good at German.
So you guys did until what level?
So I am at B1 Beruf level, like we can say that
It's an intermediate
intermediate
level,
level,
and
intermediate level.
Yeah.
So yeah, like in the professional environment, I can speak, I can understand. So that's the level. Yeah,
and me also. I think I have not taken any test till now. But when I talk to the people, or when I call the VHS, these are the agencies for the who conduct the test here. And when I ask them for appointment, they say, okay, you have that level, so it's you can directly take the test. You don't need the classes. So I believe that I also have that level, but I don't
That's
have any
great.
certificate.
That's great. Okay. Okay. So tell us a little bit more about the payments that you mentioned. That how are they generally done in Germany? Like, is it completely like cash or card or credit card, or you also have other kinds of payment mechanisms there? And like, what according to you is the best for individuals or couples in general in Germany, according to you?
Okay. Yeah, that's actually very interesting thing to know, especially for the people who are planning to come here.
Yeah.
Uh, there are different kind of the scenario in Germany. If you are into the metro cities, people pay by card all the places.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you come to the little bit smaller places, still people prefer here a lot of cash payment. You know,
Okay.
the yeah, here a lot of people, there are places where, for example, the smaller saloons, smaller
Mm-hmm.
grocery stores, or gift stores, or flower stores, they don't they don't have any machines, or they don't accept any cards also. So people pay
Okay.
them cash. And so that's the different thing here. This happened with me also. Wherever I used to go, I had this habit of paying by card, or in India we are using now so many digital platforms to pay. But
Yeah.
here, I had to pay by the card, and for me, the card which we receive here from the bank for my salary bank account, those cards we can use in different ATMs for a limited number of time, 2 to 3 times. After that, they
Mhm.
start, implying some fees, and
Mhm.
that is
Okay.
a not a that's not a small amount. We have to pay a lot of, if we end of the day, if we calculate, we pay a lot of in that these kind of the small withdrawal. So here
Okay.
also, definitely, luckily I had this Rewire card, which I could use at any platform to withdraw the money, and I don't need
Yeah.
to pay any extra amount. So here, definitely, the majority part in the smaller areas still pay with the cash. So I would definitely recommend to keep both card and cash, both. But the card, similar to Rewire, that helps a lot, because we can, wherever it's required, we can pay by the card. If
Mhm.
not required, we can use any ATM to withdraw the money. So that's the one good thing which can be used here. So
Mhm.
that's my personal recommendation, which I have experienced. So these are the few things which which
Yeah.
works here.
Yeah, anyways, online some places works and some places it doesn't work. So it's always required in Germany to have some cash in your pocket, otherwise it will be a problem in some
Yes, yes.
times. Yeah. So we have experienced this a lot when we are going to some places, we are traveling to some places, and they say that no, we don't accept card, we need cash. And yeah, that's really strange for us as
Mm.
well. But Germany, if you heard that they doesn't use so much online things now because of Corona. Luckily, because of Corona, they started using this online and everything. But before that, it was really. But yeah, again, if you talk about the bigger cities, yeah, it's
Yeah,
common. Yeah,
Okay. So if somebody is traveling, they should have some cash always.
definitely. I
definitely,
would definitely
definitely.
recommend they should have some cash.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really important, especially in Germany, and especially in the smaller towns.
Okay. Here in the Netherlands, it's mostly by card you should pay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's quite
definitely. We
different.
have seen it. We have been there. Our friends live there, so we have experienced it, and we felt immediately, oh man, I think we are living some 100 years back in Germany. Here, everything is so digital. Everywhere you pay by card, and so many digital payment methods are being used there.
Yes.
And here, suddenly, we have to, take out our wallet, count the cash, and pay it. But still, this is how it works here in Germany.
But our friend from Amsterdam came here and he was also shocked, saying that, wow, my card, no one is taking my card because everyone is asking for cash, you know.
Yeah, that was a challenge for him also. So
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
plan to visit here, definitely keep some cash.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll remember that point. That's important. Okay. Okay. Also, tell us a little bit about how the expenses are usually divided. Like when you moved here, what are the things that you need to take care of? Of course, groceries, rent, etc., utilities, and all. Like, how would you say they are usually divided?
Okay, like any other place here also, the maximum portion of the income goes to the rent. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh, for example, I talk about the guys who are coming from India. I expect them they would be earning a decent salary because most of
Yeah.
the experts come as an engineer or doctors or at a some decent profile.
Yes.
So if they are living in some of the major cities, then apartment of 2 room or would cost them I think around 12 to 1300 euros or 1400 euros also. So that's about I think generally 30 to 40% of the salary goes to the rent.
Mm-hmm.
And then groceries are I found it's cheaper here. Some of the
Yeah.
items I found it's much cheaper cheaper than India also. Some of the items. So groceries I think it would be not much amount we need to pay for it. It could be maybe 12 to 13% of the salary goes to groceries, and then some
Mm-hmm.
other utility bills, and of course there would be some insurance also. Different kind of the
Yes.
insurance we have to take here. So this is how it works here generally. These are
But
the basic
but yeah,
expenses.
there is also called as warm rent, like which we are using for the heating and all. So that's called
Mm-hmm.
the warm rent. That's it there. And one strange for us is
Yeah.
radio bill. So if we are not using the radio, then also we have to pay monthly the radio bill. So how much it costs? I don't know.
I think it comes once in a 3 months. It's not much. It's I think around 50-60 euros, but it's mandatory.
Mhm.
This especially I want to share this information with the experts because they don't know it, and a lot of people say that you don't need to pay it, but end of the day you will have to pay. So it's better to pay. Start paying from the starting, and
Mhm.
it won't be that much. But this is how it works in Germany. They will ask for the radio bill. They call it a radio bill, and it's like if you use your radio in the car, you are using GPS, then you need to pay this bill, and if you don't have anything still you have to pay this bill. So this is how it works.
So how do they determine that like you're using GPS in the car?
It
This
doesn't
has
matter.
yours. This has to do with you as a
This
person, and you will pay
there
the
is a
bill.
there is a one very funny interesting story I heard here. One of the guys said, I don't have any TV, I don't have any instrument, I don't use radio, I don't have car, why should I
Yeah.
pay for this?
Yeah.
Then the here court said he went to the court for this, and the court said, okay, I believe you don't have anything, but maybe in future you may have, so you will have to pay. So what he replied, he said, okay, I don't have any child at the moment, but in future definitely I will have child movement in the future. So give me the kindergarten.
Kindergarten,
Kindergarten is the
childcare.
money for the children we get. So give me that money at the moment. But somehow this was funny. But then court said you will have to pay. This is the rule. You have anything or you don't use anything, doesn't matter. You will have to pay it. So this is
Okay.
something we need to pay.
It's very different. Like I've never heard of a radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. It was strange
Yes.
for us as
Yes.
well.
Nice, interesting. Okay. So would you say even like students or people who are like just living at in smaller spaces or just trying to um, have education or something, even they have to pay this?
For
Yeah,
everyone, for
for
everyone,
everyone,
everyone
everyone
who
who is
is in
living.
Germany has to pay it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tell us a little bit about how did you find a place to live there? Like, what is the smartest way to do it? And you also want to make sure that you're optimizing the expenses in the process. So, how easy was it to arrange a place to live there?
Okay, I think the most difficult part which I find in Germany is to find the house.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really difficult because what happens here for one house generally there would be 20, 30 applications. And everywhere you have to prove yourself best to get shortlisted. So you have to write everything. For applying job you don't have to write so many things, but for applying house you have to write everything.
Yeah.
I earn this much, I work for this company, I have good decent financial situation, I can pay your rent, and I
Okay.
want to live for the longer term in your apartment.
Yeah.
Everything we have to write.
And I don't have pets, I don't
I don't
smoke,
smoke.
everything.
Everything we have to write. So for me, it was initially this. I knew this. Okay, this is going to be difficult to find the house. So initially, when I came here for around 1 month, I got the office accommodation, and then one of my colleague told me about one local house agencies. There are
Okay.
local house agencies in every different town.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of the real estate agencies. So I went to them, and they suggested me one house, and immediately I took it. I did not think twice. I said, okay, rent is fine. I can pay this much rent. Okay, let's final it, because maybe tomorrow there is a chance I will not get it. But
Yeah.
I would definitely suggest for the people, because after living this much time here, I now understand the situation better. Look for the look for the apartment in advance. Generally
Okay.
here the notice period is 3 months. So for example, if we want to change our house, so we have to start looking for the house before 6 months. So
That's
that's the
long.
one thing. Yeah, it's very long. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
time. And plus the here, the house rents is too much in the city center area, like everywhere. So I
Mm-hmm.
would suggest, to find the house little bit away from the city center. Definitely it can save a lot of amount. And plus the connectivity is good here. Anywhere
Okay.
in the smaller villages also bus connectivity is really good. So it won't
That's
matter
nice.
if we are staying little bit away also, but it would definitely, save little bit amount of the rent. And then there are now so many online platforms also. We recently in fact made a video about this
Yeah.
in completely in detail, because we are shifting our house. So we
Mhm.
Okay.
made the complete video about this. But these are the few things, which can be taken care.
Yeah. For example, if you're living in near to city center, so your rent will be 1,200 euros. And if you
Okay.
just live away from like 5 kilometers away, so maybe your rent will be like 900 euro.
Yeah.
So this
There is
is the
difference.
difference, yeah.
Yeah.
And the bus connectivity is good. You mentioned, I don't know,
Yes.
but
Yes. Definitely.
the bus connectivity is good. So yeah, anyone can travel from like that place to city center or wherever they want to. So yeah, that can be a very good tip for new people who are coming here.
Okay, that's great. Because like when I compare it with the Netherlands, here we have like 1 month notice that you need to give to your landlord or whoever
Okay. Mhm.
you're renting it from. So basically, that's fair, but three
Mhm.
months is like a long time.
Yeah, here it is 3 months. That's the generally this is the standard process. Some of the places that could be exception. If you talk to your owner and they find some other tenant, then it's fine. But generally 3 months is the notice period which works here. So we there are chances that not chances. I think 90% of the time people will pay rent two places.
Yeah.
There would be 1 month overlap. Okay, we have to find a new apartment and we have to leave it after 3 months. So there would be chance that I got the apartment and I have to take it now, but I have to vacate this apartment after 2 months. So I will have to pay
Yeah.
the rent both the places.
Mhm.
But this is the system here. It works because we cannot keep it very tight. If people plan here, okay, I will leave after 3 months, and maybe after giving notice I will start searching the house. Maybe if lucky you find, if you are not lucky you don't find it, then you have to be without the house. So it's important to find it, to plan in advance, and that's the one important thing which we have learned here after coming to India.
Planning.
Planning,
Yeah.
really important. Planning is really important here. Second thing is the appointment, which we never thought that much about in India, but here appointment is really important for everything,
Yeah,
even
and
for the haircut also.
yeah, and systematic
Yeah.
process. That's also really important here. So casual behavior is not accepted here. So you have to be like process based and very systematic.
Yeah,
Nice.
the German culture is like that.
Yeah, and
It's
I
an
don't know
adjustment
about
from Indian culture to German.
yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So, and Germans are also very strict about the timings, right? Like, the train
Absolutely.
will
Yes.
leave exactly on that second. That's what I've
Yeah, yeah.
heard. Yeah.
Absolutely. I have seen the one other picture also. I have seen the situation in Japan also, and they are one step ahead to Germans. There, if there will be a security guard at the gate, and every employee will come. If the coming timings are 8 o'clock in the morning, the security guard will salute to everyone. And if we are late by 1 minute, also he will not salute and he will stare you by 1 minute also. So I had that imagination. Okay, when I go to Germany, the situation will be same. I have to be sharp on time. But here also timings are very important. I miss it's not like that. Okay, you can take it very casually, but not that strict also. That okay, 1 or 2 minutes are fine.
So
Okay.
for them, it's like you cannot waste other person time. So
Yeah,
if you have taken appointment and if you have planned to meet someone, you have to be there. So it's not late also, it's early also. So you cannot reach early as well.
that's
So
also one thing.
That's weird. And how would you say like travel in general is set up in Germany? Like all the cities have good facilities. Also, the outskirts or the smaller towns will have all the facilities for travel.
Definitely, absolutely. Here, if you go to the most remote place also, you'll find all the facilities, everything. Connectivity will be there, supermarkets will be there, medical facilities will be there, everything, and very safe also. So that's the one thing which we have experienced in Germany. Everywhere you go, you find everything. All the connectivity, everything is absolutely proper, systematic, available. Of course, timings are there. I don't know about the Netherlands, but here on Sundays everything is closed. Nothing is open. Even on the grocery markets are also closed. Medical
Yeah.
shops are also closed. Everything is closed on Sundays. But on other days, everything is properly whatever you can get in a bigger city, similar kind of facilities you will get in a very smaller town or village.
Yeah, because villages are connected with cities, so that's the reason. So it's
Yes.
it's like 5 kilometer, 4 kilometer away from the cities. So everything is well connected, I would say, in this point, and that's why if someone is living in village or remote places, so they can also come to city and they can shop. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if it is a decent amount of population is there in a village also, then they have their own supermarket or some what we call Getrankemarkt. What
Yeah,
is that?
everything like about medical
Yeah,
shops and
medical.
everything is there. And the one very good factor about Germany is that there is no speed limit here on the roads.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
autobahn.
so it's very easy to reach anywhere very fast. So that's the one really good point. Roads are amazing. You can drive as much as fast you want until and unless you should be you are safe. You drive as long as as fast as you want. So that's the one really good interesting thing about here.
I think that's also a very good plus point. Like if you are fond of traveling a lot by road, there are so many wonderful routes on in Germany to travel. And also, like I know that you guys are very fond of traveling. Like you mentioned that you create a lot of videos about travel as well. So tell us a little bit about traveling across Europe. Like a lot of people are fond of traveling across Europe, and just like you guys. And would you say getting a travel insurance would be a smart option for all the people who would like to do that?
Okay, yeah, this is very interesting thing. Definitely, people who are coming from anywhere in the world just to travel in Europe, definitely you have to have travel insurance. That's the most important thing. You cannot afford come here without the travel insurance because there are chances you could if anything happens, then nothing is going to be paid by anyone. We have to pay by our own pocket or
Yeah.
our. For example, if I'm coming from India, my Indian health insurance will not work here, so
Mm-hmm.
I have to my own travel insurance after coming here. So that's really recommended. But
But I
people,
think it's someone cannot come without the insurance.
yeah, definitely they
If
have to
someone
take
is
the insurance.
coming with like a travel visa or something, they should have the travel insurance. So that's the important
Yes,
thing.
but for the people who are already staying living in the Europe, for them their health insurance works, so they don't need to think too much about the travel insurance. But definitely, there are times when we invite our parents also.
Yeah.
So definitely we have to have the travel insurance for them. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really important. It's the really important thing.
Even the relative spouse. I
Anyone,
came
anyone.
here, so I also taken that. Yeah.
Yeah, initially because spouse are covered into the health insurance of the other spouse who's working.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
during the initially 1 or 2 days when you transfer, you do all the documentation, for that duration the travel insurance is required.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
And
definitely.
I would like to tell something about the insurance here. Like in Germany, there are some insurance which are really important, like the legal insurance and liability insurance. So,
Yeah.
so everyone takes these two insurance in Germany, and it is recommended
Yeah,
because
definitely.
uh, I don't know, but yeah, most of the people and we Indians we don't take it generally. But if some problems come and something happened, then this just hiring a lawyer is a very expensive thing. So legal insurance is recommended, and even the liability insurance. So if something happens with us and then this particular liability insurance will cover that. So these two insurance are really important who is living here.
Yes,
But
yes.
those who are traveling from like India to here for some time as a like 3 months or 6 months, then yeah, travel
Yeah,
insurance is.
basically liability insurance is something, for example, if we unintentionally break something, for neighbor's glass, if we have broken by mistake,
Mhm.
we went to
Mhm.
someone's house and by mistake we broke their TV, then this is the liability insurance will help you to cover that amount. Or for example, by something dropped from our building, and there is someone's car on the ground floor and we broke their glass, or
Yeah.
people who are having children while walking on the road, they throw something and they damage anything. So this is something which is the liability insurance comes into the picture there.
Mhm.
So this
Mhm.
is it's not very costly also. So
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend to
But
opt
this is
for it.
recommended.
So liability insurance, then legal insurance, apart from the health insurance, is definitely must.
Mhm.
And if you have the car, then car insurance, of course.
And what about the house insurance? So if someone is owning a house, they should also have a house insurance. Is it
Definitely.
compulsory?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's
it's
compulsory.
compulsory.
That has to be taken.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And tell us a little bit about how do you guys manage your travel? Like, how do you plan it? What are the things that you consider when you're when you're traveling across countries here in Europe? Because you go to Switzerland, a lot of things are different. You go to
Yes,
Hungary,
yes.
so many things are different. So, like, how do you plan it?
Mhm. Well, I'll answer this question. This is my favorite question. So yeah.
Traveling, huh?
Yeah. So what we do is like we plan in advance. So our hotel, Airbnb, whatever we need to plan, we plan in advance. And then if we are traveling to some country like Switzerland, which has the other different currency. So what we do, like initially when we don't knew about the Rewire, then it was a problem for us
Yes.
for getting the money to what we say that term.
No, because the currency is different in
Yeah.
Switzerland. It's euro doesn't work there, and
Yeah.
then it's Czech franc. And if we convert the euros in German in Switzerland, especially at the tourist areas, the conversion rate is too much. We
Yeah.
lose a lot of money in that, and
Mhm.
this happens especially nowadays. The Prague is very famous tourist location, and there also euro doesn't work. They have
Yeah.
their own local currency. So at these kind of the places, if we are planning to go there, we load our Rewire card with sufficient amount of the money, and this work, this comes really helpful whenever we go to such countries. We can use it as a local debit card. We withdraw
Mhm.
the local currency from this card, and we don't have to pay. We have to pay only the standard transfer amount.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's the one thing definitely has to be taken care, because we lost a lot of money initially. We did not think about it. We landed simply, and then okay, now what? We don't have anything. Okay, let's go to the this store and transfer the amount, but
And
losing a
so
lot of
many
money.
fake things are also going on in
Oh yeah,
terms of
definitely.
like money. Prague, there are so many
Prague
things.
is the place. It's such a wonderful place. Must visit place. But there are a lot of scams there.
Mhm.
They will
Okay.
get. There will be in terms of for example, we want to exchange our money. There will be
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people. Even lot of stores will be there, which will look very legal. And we go there, they will give us the fake currency. We pay
Oh
them
my God.
euros, and they will give us the fake currencies.
Yeah, we have
So
the fake currency.
we have it. This happened with us also, but
Yeah.
luckily we were saved by some local guys. But then, since then, we have decided, okay, we will only use the ATM card. We will use
Hmm.
our Rewire card. Just
Yeah.
just go to any ATM, withdraw the amount. That's it. No need to worry about it, because this
Yeah.
happens a lot in Europe also. There are these kind of the scams which are happening in some of the places, not everywhere, but definitely. So this is one thing, and then second thing, we are just two. We don't have kids at the moment, so we just plan. We most of the time we will stay in the hostels,
Yeah, we stay hostel, we stay
Airbnb.
Airbnb, hotels, wherever is like
So
our budget fits in, because
Hmm.
there are so many places in Europe to travel and we wanted to explore everything. So yeah, and then we buy supermarket stuff. We do the like pizza bake and everything in our hostel kitchen or hotel or Airbnb kitchen. We eat that, so we don't spend so much in like eating or something like that, food and all, but
Yeah.
we spend more about exploring the things if we need to go like in some places. And yeah, yeah, that's
yeah,
it. Yeah. And we also take like the normal bus pass for a city and just take a tour of it. And yeah, that's what we have done
yeah,
previously. But now we have car, so car is also a very easy way. Like we just take our car, we go there and just explore the things. But yeah, we always take some budget for our travel. Okay, this is the budget for a travel, and then we try to do it in that particular budget. But
yeah. I think because in any travel, most of the expenses would be stay and food.
mhm.
Hmm.
So if we can plan our stay well in advance, and
Yeah.
we can save something on our food, staying in a hostel or staying in the Airbnb, we can cook on our own and we can eat whatever we want. We can save some amount on that, because there are some places, for example, Switzerland. It's very costly,
Yes.
especially the food. So we
Yes.
can save the money on that, and then we can use this amount for some different kind of activities, lot of activities in those special areas. So
Mhm.
these
Yeah.
are the things which we consider before planning our trip.
Yeah, yeah. We just do the analysis, what we say, the research about the place, and then we plan everything. But initially, it was this something other. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have done so many blunders
Learned
for
learned
travel
after
also.
mistake.
Nice. And you guys
But
are vegetarian, so it's easy to manage food there, like across, like whenever you're traveling in all the places in different countries.
This is very interesting, because I think most of the North Indians, we don't have specific category, right? Vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Because
vegetarian.
I eat chicken, and I don't eat anything other than chicken. Okay, and she is totally
Yeah.
vegetarian. So whenever there are some kind of events in my office or anything, I'm not able to answer what I am. I'm vegetarian. I don't eat anything else other than chicken in the non-veg. So that's the
Yeah.
difficult thing. But it's really good. It's a one of the beautiful part of the Europe. You will get everything here.
Mhm.
You will get all the
Yeah.
vegetarian options here. Even vegan options are also available nowadays everywhere. That's
Yeah.
really one of the really good thing which I have seen. Compared to some other part of the world, especially to the East Asian countries, for example, Japan, Korea. There is nothing like vegetarian. We will find nothing. They don't know this word, what is vegetarian.
Yeah.
But thankfully in Europe, we are very happy. We will find everything. In Germany, anywhere, wherever we
Anywhere.
have been, we found the vegetarian food everywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's available.
Yeah.
That's good.
Finding
Because
vegetarian food is not a difficult task. And at least this donor shop and these Turkish shop, these shops helped a lot.
that's great. That's good. Because in my mind, I was thinking Germany is mostly like heavy on meat and all
Yeah,
the other,
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
They,
products.
it's a raw meat. They eat a lot of meat.
Yeah.
It's famous that in the breakfast also these people eat a lot of meat, which
Yeah.
doesn't happen in other places. But yeah, of
Yes.
course, that's right. These people eat a lot of meat, but still at the same time we will have all the options in any restaurant. Or
Yeah.
we will find a lot of vegetarian options. Spätzle is the very famous dish here, which
Hmm.
comes into the veg and non-veg both. So
Yeah.
we will find that option ultimately. Means definitely we will not die with the hunger.
Maybe sometimes you will find only the potatoes with salt. Yeah, that can be a case in the
Yeah.
restaurant, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can find something. It's not there that you will not find
Yes,
anything.
but in Germany, this place is famous for potato. chicken, meat, sorry, not chicken, meat, breads,
Mm-hmm.
and beers. These four things are available everywhere,
Mhm.
anytime. So this is the famous
Okay.
place for all these things.
Okay. Nice. So, could you tell us also a little bit about the top places that you've visited in Germany, the top
Mhm.
recommendations you have for anybody who wants to go to Germany?
Okay,
I
so
think there are actually many places. Germany. This is very a big misconception about Germany that whenever people especially plan to come to Europe from India,
Yeah.
they don't consider Germany as a travel location much. Okay,
mhm.
the people will go to Netherlands, Amsterdam,
Paris,
Paris, and Belgium
Switzerland,
and
Paris.
Budapest,
Yeah.
Switzerland, Spain. But in Germany is such a beautiful place and so many things to see here. And I think we have so many names to tell, but for us the top fives are should be, I think first is the definitely Heidelberg.
Heidelberg is very
Heid-
beautiful
Definitely
town.
that is the one of the beautiful town we have seen.
Mhm.
And then second would be oh,
Garmisch-Partenkirchen. So it's near to Austria and it's in Alps. So it's you can think that it's like a Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
So Germany, Switzerland,
it's a
I can say
Switzerland in
that.
Germany.
Yeah.
It's covered with the mountains. Very beautiful place. Very beautiful place.
Mhm.
So Garmisch is the second place, and third is the Bodensee. It's a one big, very big lake surrounded by Austria, Switzerland, and Germany.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
With the one place we can see all the three countries,
Mhm.
and it's a very
Wow.
huge lake.
Mhm.
And it has a very wonderful small towns around this lake.
Mhm.
So this
Uh-huh.
is a definitely one of the place to see. And then Berlin, of course, we cannot miss the Berlin. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah, Berlin.
people who are interested in German history definitely must visit to the Berlin. And then I think Black Forest is also one of the
Yeah.
famous area, Freiburg in Germany to visit. So I think
Mm-hmm.
these are the five topmost places, if I would say. Other than this, also there are a lot of places to see in Germany.
Mhm.
So these are the top five for us.
Yeah.
Great.
Right.
And you've also been visiting a lot of castles there because I see, like whenever you look at Germany, you will always find some or the other picture of castle and green background and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Castles here, I think wherever you go, you will definitely find a lot of castles
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I think you would have seen that Disney poster, the Disney cartoon poster. That castle
No,
is also here in the
Schanstein. Yeah,
Yeah.
Neuschwanstein. So that's also very nice castle here. Lot of
yeah.
castles, definitely. People who are fond of the castles must visit
Mhm.
Germany. Everywhere you'll find it.
Plus, there
Great.
are so many European field towns
Yes.
also. So yeah, there's someone if like our town, we are living in a very small town, and it give a lot of like European feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's absolutely old town, German old town. Everything is so wonderful here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's nice. And tell us a little bit about the health and safety within Germany. Overall, like when you compare it with India, how does it differ, and how would you say like it has uh, overall? How would you say that you would rate it health and safety here in Germany?
I think she would be the right person to answer it because
Yeah.
girls' safety, I think it's important.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so I have never experienced anything related to safety concern, I would say here, because everything is very safe if I travel in night alone, if we travel and it's safe. I know there are some of the cases, but we have not experienced. We
Yes,
travel in night, travel days and everywhere, and it's really good. About
Hmm.
the health, I would say like
I think I think the connection is lost. We'll wait a few minutes. In the meantime, we can also look at the wonderful comments we have from our viewers here. Okay, we also have Surabhi and Deepak back. So let's add them and then we'll go back to comments.
okay.
Okay, hi. We have you again. Sorry,
about health we can.
we lost you.
Yeah, we are back now. I think there was some internet issue.
Yeah.
So I
Yes,
think
yes.
health and safety wise, Rene, I would definitely say that Germany is definitely one of the safest place I have seen. I have never encountered any incidents here, never heard of such an incidents here. Of course, there would be, everywhere, there would be some good things, bad things everywhere, but we have never encountered such thing. I have seen here girls alone in the night also coming from the railway station, going to their home by walking
Yeah.
only.
Mm-hmm.
So in the midnight also, you can absolutely walk, no problem, no issue at all. So this is definitely a safest place. But of course, I would not recommend anyone just to unnecessary. Just follow your guts also. If you are not feeling safe somewhere, try to avoid that place. But there is no such thing here in Germany. It's definitely a safest place I have seen. So
Mhm.
that's the one thing I can definitely recommend.
But I've heard that Berlin is not that safe because, but
Actually, this happens, all the major cities, wherever, there would be some kind of the events there,
Mm-hmm.
some kind of, festivals are there, then a lot of people will be coming from everywhere, and there would be some incidences which happens. So that's the different thing. But in general, in Germany, in other parts of the, the smaller parts or the bigger cities also, even in the small villages also, absolutely safe.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. We also have some questions from our viewers here. So
Okay.
we have Pavan Kumar asking us for Switzerland. Will German health insurance, is German health insurance enough, or would you require additional insurances?
No, I think if he's going for the travel, it doesn't matter because with the EU has some tie-ups with the Switzerland also, so it doesn't matter. His German insurance will work in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great, great. Okay, we also have Pawan telling us German speaking is important while going for house visit appointment. Sorry,
Yeah, it is. It
that's
is. It
nice.
is important.
At
It is
least,
important.
at least try it. When we
Yes,
try, they think, okay, these people are trying, so it's a good impression. And if you don't know anything, so yeah, it's
because
recommended.
sometimes these people know English. In Germany, a lot
Yeah.
of people know English, but they are very hesitate. They don't want to speak
Mhm.
until and unless it's such a dire situation, they will not speak it. So it's always good if you can communicate in German. Always good.
And
That's
it's
nice.
a joke also when we ask with them, do you speak English? They say no, little bit. And when they speak, it's better than us.
Yeah, lot of I think I haven't seen anyone who doesn't speak English, but they don't want to speak English. That I have definitely seen. But when there is a situation, okay, they have to speak, they will speak very good.
Mhm. Yeah.
Nice, nice. We also have Umang Mittal agreeing that Rewire is best. I'm using it every day.
Definitely, I
Okay.
I, I agree with Umang.
Yeah, we are also using it since we know the river, know about
Definitely,
the river.
definitely. This has made life easy, 100%.
Yeah. For us, traveling like Switzerland trip was
I have
very easy
remembered, yes.
for us.
Okay, that's good. And then there is another viewer who's asking us, do you always need a broker for finding a house on rent in Germany? Or there are other ways to do it?
Actually, it's not a kind of the broker. They will not charge you anything.
Mhm.
It's not like that. Okay, I will show you the house and you pay me this much amount one time. Nothing like that. It would be
Hmm.
a mediator. You will not know your owner. Who is the owner? You
Yeah.
will not know.
Mm.
It will be, the mediator will be a house agency. It could be a house agency. But
Hmm.
sometimes you guys get the house directly also. For example, on the
Okay.
Facebook or on the eBay, you can
Yeah.
get the house directly. You can directly talk to the owner. So both way it works.
Mm.
So
But
it's not important that every time you have to find some house agency or broker also.
yeah,
Hmm.
and that's not called as broker also, it's an agency, and if it is direct from the house owner, so yeah,
Hmm.
but there are very minimum cases.
Very
Yeah,
less, because these people prefer their houses to be rented through the agencies.
yeah, it's
Okay.
much
So
easier.
yeah,
Okay, cool. And how much, there is another question about the bank charges. How much would you say the banks usually charge to maintain your bank accounts in Germany?
it would start, I think, around from €5. It starts from 4.5 or €5 monthly.
Hmm.
This much amount we need to pay. minimum.
And transaction
And
from
plus,
other.
yeah, transaction. If we use the ATM card to some other bank, then there would
Yeah.
be definitely some fees on that.
That's also some 4.99 euro.
Yeah,
It's
depending
not
on the how
less.
much money we are withdrawing, but
Mm-hmm.
minimum I think 4.5 or 5 euros we need to pay monthly.
Mhm. And every month, if the some amount is not coming to your bank account, then also they deduct money.
Yeah,
So
that
there are so many cases.
especially for the one of the partner who's not working and they have the bank account and they don't have any amount coming to their bank every month, there would be some fees for that also.
Yeah, that
So a
would be
lot of
monthly.
hidden amounts will be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's move to our next question. Could you tell us a little bit about the Indian community back there in Germany? How do you think they manage their money regularly, and where do they usually invest? In your experience, like, is it usually in Germany they want to invest, or in India, or what kind of things they want to invest in, etc.?
Okay, basically, there are two categories I would say in Indian community here in Germany. One category is the are the people who have already taken the German citizenship or they have already become the German nationals.
Yeah,
Second, those who are having permanent residence or maybe some other work permit, but still willing to go back to India maybe after 10 years, 15 years, but they don't want to opt for the citizenship. So
mm-hmm.
the people who fall into the category one who want to live here after
Yeah,
their job also or for the rest part of the life,
yeah,
they I have seen those people investing here more in Germany. They would invest more in the property. They would buy houses and put it on the rent for their future purpose, and
yeah,
definitely investing more in the stock market as well. So
mm-hmm.
those people invest more in Germany. But the other category, those people who are willing to go back to the India, maybe after 5 years or 10 years or maybe 15 years, they are more, investing in India. Of course,
Okay,
maximum people are, which I have gone through till now, are investing in property, whether it is
okay,
in Germany or it is in India.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maximum people invest in the property.
Now the stock markets also, but we
Yeah.
don't know. But I've seen lots of video about the Germany where they are just investing in stock markets and yeah. And but I know about one thing where Indian people are investing for their children. So I like to tell you more about this. So now, if you know that here in Germany, people get the Kindergeld, that is the child geld per month. It's around like 200 euro to 450 euro, depending on the states.
yeah,
So if someone is investing like each month, so when the child is 18 years or 20 years, they get the lump sum amount. So most of the people are investing in that also because here in Germany, engineering is not free. The
yeah.
other education are free, but engineering is not free. So at that point of time, they need a big amount and they get there. So for their children's, for the properties, as Deepak mentioned, yeah, Indian people are investing in Germany. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So, why would you say engineering is not a free form of education? Free education.
Yeah, I have done like previously some research and I get to know like the in general the other things like are free, the other education, but engineering and MBA courses are like charge and their fees is around 35,000 euro per year,
Hmm.
35,000
35,000 per
per
year.
year. So that's
Yeah.
a big amount. And if someone wants to do that, so definitely they need a big lump sum amount. And for us, like Indian people, they generally do like either going in like doctor field or engineering field or some MBA's field. So yeah, they are doing, or they wanted to like opt in from the UK or some US. So yeah, that's why. But I don't know exactly why it's charging for engineering. I was also shocked because everywhere people say that Germany has the free education system and everything is
Yeah.
free. But when I've done the research and I got to know no, engineering and MBAs are not free. Maybe it's
Okay.
not free for
And
Indians.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I think these are the some highly paid jobs. After doing engineering or the MBA, you get a lot of at
Mhm.
least decent amount of the salary here.
Yeah.
So MBA is definitely considered something which for which you need to pay a lot of money here.
Mm-hmm.
Engineering, of course, I do. The reason I also don't know what is the reason why they have kept engineering in such a category where you need to pay that fees for it. But other
Yeah.
than all other graduations, commerce graduation or whatever other graduations are there, those are free. And then of course MS is free, Master of Science is free, MTech, what we call in India, that is
Mm-hmm.
free. And
Yeah.
of course in government universities these are free. But
Yeah.
MBA comes where we need to pay for it. For MBA
Yeah.
definitely.
We also have some comments here. For example, one of our viewers, Pawan Kumar, is saying, from my experience, only few universities charge for engineering. Remaining
Government,
other universities offer free education.
uh,
Okay,
the,
that's good to know.
the only government universities are free. In government
Uh-huh.
universities you don't need to pay, but if there is any private university, there we have to pay for the fees.
Yeah, so that's called the public universities and private
Private university.
university. So public university tuition fees are zero, like
Mm-hmm.
no tuition fees, but there are some semester charges
Yes,
which is like 200 to 350 euros. But
Yeah.
if you get the public university, so most
it's
of
hard to get that also,
yeah,
to get the admission in the public universities.
yeah, one should
Okay.
have a very good marks and academics are really good, then only they get the public university. And then those who come here for like MBA and all, they do most of the time the from the private universities, and
Yeah.
those are really expensive. Yeah.
And here also the
Yeah.
system in India is totally different. There we go through counseling, we give the exam, we go through the counseling, and we get the universities. But here there's no such thing. We have to apply for the university, and they would choose our application.
Mhm.
It's up to them if they choose or not.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a simple process. I
Yeah.
would say it's not a complicated process. If you want to apply for any university, can apply it, and it's in like your luck, you will get the admission or not. They will call for like or not.
Okay, nice. We also have another viewer asking a question to Surbi. My question is to Surbi. It is really difficult to get a job there when you don't speak the native language, especially on dependent visa. Would you agree?
Uh, yeah, I would agree. It's not easy to find a job in Germany, especially in those area which is like the remote areas or the small cities or town. So the
Mhm.
whole Germany is not like Berlin or Hamburg or some big cities are there. If someone go to like Munich, Berlin or Hamburg, it will be easy for them to finding a job there because
Yeah.
everyone speak German, and they would have the international companies and will have the more opportunities. But if someone coming to town like I am there, it's really difficult because uh, uh, no one know the English language, and then they it's really hard. Yeah, I would say it's really hard because I have also given like 1.5 years for learning a language and
Yeah.
then finding a job. And here the process is really different, and to know that process you take at least 1 year, so to
Mhm.
understand that process for applying a job in Germany, how to write a cover letter, how to apply a job in Germany, how you should be in the interview process. So for understanding that it takes a lot of time in
Yeah.
Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
that's it. Mhm. But if
Mhm.
if someone will be prepared before in advance, then I think it will not be a difficult for them.
Okay. Okay. So would you suggest that they should prepare their cover letter and CV and everything in German to maybe get some attention already on their profile? Or would
Yeah,
you
if
say that
if
English is also okay?
Yeah, English is also okay if someone is applying in international MNCs where English is the only requirement, German is not the requirement. But just for applying, what all the requirement is there, like a proper CV as per the German standard, and also the cover letter, because the cover letter in India it's very different, and here
Yeah.
it's very different. So for each application, one should send a cover letter which is specific to that skills, that profession, and everything, that profile. So if someone know this particular process, so for them it will be easy. Like for me, I have just self realized by doing, okay, this is right or this is wrong. And that's why I always share that you should know how to apply for a job, what kind of document needs to be sent, and
Yeah.
then once you get the interview call, and then how you should give the interview. And that's also very important, because our behavior, like the Indian behavior, is like that we say that, oh, we know everything, but it's not the case. If we say there we know everything, they think that you know everything. It doesn't like you don't know. So it's important, if you know, yeah, say yes, I know this, and if you don't know, no, I don't know this. So yeah, that's the thing. But this is a very broad topic, I would say.
Yeah, but
But
I think if I have to suggest, I would definitely suggest write your application in German language. This will
yes.
definitely put a positive impact.
Mhm.
I, to the friends also whom I talk, I tell them also that it's better to learn the language before coming here, or if you have that opportunity,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and if you can, definitely write in German, 100%.
Mhm.
That would definitely give you the positive impact.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I have not done. And then I struggle some months. And Deepak told me so many times, please learn German and then come. And I said, no, 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 I will get job in some days. Don't worry. I'm and then I have seen the reality. No, it's not really. It's not easy like what I thought of. So yeah. So
Okay.
German language, at least the basic level, and then the cover letter in German, and CV also in German. And in
Mm.
India, people will get the help also. Like there are so many agencies,
Yeah.
and so they will get the help also for writing that.
Okay. Good. Okay, so there is another question from one of our viewers. They're asking, can students directly get jobs and a visa after their course, or do they have to leave Germany after their course?
No, actually, they get some certain amount of the time to search the job after
Mhm.
finishing their course. For
Yeah,
example, they have finished their course or their graduation. They will get around 1.5 year to find the
yeah.
job. That
Hmm.
much of the time. In that duration, they have to find the job. If they get the job, immediately they will get the work permit. So
Hmm.
nothing. It's a very easy process. But unfortunately, for some cases, if they don't get anything, then obviously then they have to go back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Generally, students, what they do the internships, and with their internship company, they get the job. Maximum cases, but
Yeah, maximum cases,
yeah.
I think 95% I have seen that people will get job.
Mhm.
Very
Mm.
rare, that people will not get job, but 95% people will get the job. So they get the window of 1.5 year. In that duration, they can find it.
Okay, that's cool. And okay, and could you also tell us a little bit about the profile of Indians living there in Germany? Would you say there are a lot of students, doctor, lawyer, manufacturing sector engineers, IT scientists, nurses, or workers or laborers? What do you think is mostly the section of people living there from Indian community?
Uh,
Engineers. Engineers
Engineers.
I
are
think
the
definitely
most.
the most number of the people are IT engineers, software engineers.
Yeah.
Then there are engineers in automotive sector because the automotive sector is huge in Germany.
Uh-huh.
Then there would be a kind of mechanical engineers, electrical engineers would be there, and then there is a large number of students also from India. There is a
Okay.
big amount of students who are coming to Germany for studying because of the good education system here,
Mhm.
and there are lot of other benefits also compared to other countries. And then there are of course a lot of doctors also, Indian doctors here who are
Okay.
here, and
Hmm.
Scientists
scientists.
are
There
also
are a
there.
lot of people in the research field as well,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
of course a lot of businessmen also. There are a lot of people who are doing their business here for
Hmm.
Indian restaurants or Indian grocery stores or
Yeah.
some other kind of the stores they have. So a lot of businessmen also we have seen here.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you think they collaborate amongst each other and engage with the local population in general, the Indian population overall there?
Oh, okay, I think that's the very really good part of the Indians. They wherever they go, they will find the other Indians. So we have a lot of Indian communities everywhere
Yeah.
through the Facebook. There are different Facebook pages in different cities. For example, Indians in Stuttgart, Indians in Munich, or Indians in whatever area it is. like that, or there are a lot of events also taking places. The Indian festivals are taking places. So I have seen that, whatever the festivals are there, they are being celebrated here, and people, a lot of people come together to build a community here, and they, it's like they like to spend time together. Every festival is celebrated here. So through Facebook, through WhatsApp groups, these are the some basic, tools through which the people are connected here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. I would like to also encourage our viewers to send in more questions if they have anything, and we want to see yes in the comments because we would like to know if you're enjoying these sessions, and we should have more of such sessions organized for everyone. So I encourage all of you viewers to also let us know your feedback on this session and more. And yeah, I have one last question for Surbi and Deepak. We would really like to know if you have any tips you would like to give to the newcomers here in Germany, or anybody who's planning to come to Germany from India. If you have anything you would like to share.
I think the major thing, the what comes first into my mind is the language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you get the chance, learn it. Second thing, that try to be, try
Yeah.
to understand the system of Germany. Actually, it works very slow.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
people coming from India, they become very frustrated initially.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do any evening courses, or if you have applied for some document also in the government office, it would take time. So we have to
Yeah.
be patient here. 1 year, 1.5 year is nothing here.
Yeah, nothing for
So
the.
it flies like anything. So system is very slow, but it's a, very solid. Whatever happens here, that would be, 100% solid proof. So that would be the first thing, that be patient, learn language, and of course try to connect with the people as much as possible. If you are coming from India, try to
Yeah.
search that area, try to connect with the people on the Facebook or to that particular area, get more information about the, with the local area, with the local people. So these are the, I think, basic things which I think which can be taken care before coming here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great. That's great to know. We also have nice feedback from our viewers. Someone is saying excellent session. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Enjoyable conversation, lots of info in one place. That's great. That's great. Okay, it's so lovely to have both of you, Surbi and Deepak. It was so much enjoyable for me to have this conversation with both of you, and also I learned a lot about Germany. I'm sure a lot of people who've been watching this session got to learn about it. And if you would like to see this session later, you will have the recording here in the communities. I would also like to point out Surbi and Deepak have a wonderful channel on Instagram and Facebook called Indian Girl in Europe. So do check it out. You'll find lots of information about living in Germany, about how to move to Germany, find a job, writing your CV, and student life, etc. And yeah, we have also more nice comments. I'll just share in a bit. So there is thanks Rini for organizing it. Session was indeed helpful. Thanks for organizing. Great. And you guys look great together.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks a
Thank
lot. And
you.
it was wonderful talking to you, Rini. Because with
Yes,
this kind of the session also, we also get to know a lot of information. We get to know what the people are looking for, what kind of the information they need.
that's
Mhm.
true.
And
Yeah.
definitely whoever needs the information, please feel free to reach us, and we'll be more than happy to share any kind of the
Yeah.
information.
Yes, yes. I think you'll hear a lot of people reaching out to you. I believe so because I also get a lot of questions in the community, and I think these sessions will be helpful also in future. And
Definitely.
we would love to have you back sometime in future if we have more questions about Germany or anything else at all. Okay.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course, we'll be more
yeah.
than happy.
But thank you, Rini. It was a wonderful session. I think for
Definitely.
us
Thanks a lot.
also, and sharing our experiences, it's nice. But I
And
think you speak a lot today. But it's okay. In my channel, I speak a lot.
Next time it's Surbi's chance to speak a lot.
but it was really fun to chatting with you. Thanks a lot for having us.
Great. Great. So thank you so much. And thank you all the viewers as well for joining us in this session. And yeah, wish you all a wonderful evening ahead and hope to see you again next time.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a nice day. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.